Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the space-time rift. Now this entire sky has gone red. I have word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Yep. How much trouble am I in? The way the sky has changed. It is ominous, very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy. It struck the night that Imp fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Imp? I don't really know. Indeed. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Imp has wronged us. Exactly, and besides, do you really think he's got the sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn. Can you prove beyond a doubt that he is free from guilt? This person, this stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee he is who he says? Who here can guarantee he is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Imp supposed to do then? He will be given the chance to investigate this latest disaster, but not as a member of the Galaxy team. He remains a suspect unless he can clear his name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Celine? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Imp? Do not attempt to intervene on his behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. Dang, Kamado's getting all angry. You're to be expelled from the village? What? Why? Orders are orders. Do I at least get my stuff? Let's go. This way. Okay. Wow. This guy is all scaly. Like it's, Zygarde. Can I open my inventory? Nope. Can I go into a menu? Nope. I can't even dive. I didn't do anything, okay, man? Dang, I didn't do that. You all are accusing me. You can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, this decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort him from the village and to the Fieldlands camp. I'll also see him off. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. I didn't do it, guys. I'm innocent, I think. Why did you all expel me? Alright, here we are, Fieldlands camp. I can't believe the boss would do this. You were acting on his own orders when you quelled the frenzied nobles. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and, might I add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Emp more pain if you are driven out as well for defending him. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Edmund or Irida might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. Perhaps you could go find Leon first. He's likely to be at Grand Tree Arena. Don't die alone out there, that's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey that the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is you hold it firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach, to complete the Pokédex? That dream simply won't come true without you. Well, guess we're going to Leon now. The sky better change back by the time I get there. Here we are. You, what in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. If the lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in Hijui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that could come from the rift was disaster. I need help. Help? Well, that's not exactly something I can do. It's not that I wouldn't like to help you, but it would put Irida in a difficult position. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Cleavor's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing alone I can do for you. Warden Mai might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll be most likely to find Mai at the Warren Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hijui, there's a place for you as well. Okay. Alright, off to Mai we go. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I'm trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The great Ryerdeer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but, forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. Well, this seems like an end-all, be-all problem we're having. A Shinx. At least the Pokemon are angry at me. Shinx and Luxios. What are we gonna do? Is that Volo? Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? It is Volo. Found you at last, Imp. I've been looking all over you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of the Hijui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know, it's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Okay. Who is the person that lives here? Sure can you work to come pester me again? Even beneath a bleeding sky you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kagura. But I'm afraid I am not here today to learn more of Hijui's myths and legends. No, Mistress, thank you, just Kagura. And this is... Why, Imp is the man of the hour. He's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokémon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Lost one? Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The space-time rift must be mended, but lest time and space themselves thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. Indeed there is. Ooh, it's green. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. That one. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. Time traces to the path we tread from the here and now into the future. All space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? You can't really. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, last one, here is what you must do. Hijui holds 3 lakes of great importance, Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Osity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials which will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you may bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legend to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know of your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? Of course I will. More episodes to come later. There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to do it. Oh, it's beeping again. Ooh, you can see the locations marked on the map. Mistress Kagura's got a lovely workbench here, and if you need materials, I'll be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that, indeed? What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Are these gonna be like all of my Pokemon? Off we go, Imp. Alright, the trials we will complete. Ooh, it's an Abra. Hello, it's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter addressed to you, Imp. Alright, take a closer look at the letter. To Imp. You might use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Selene. Hey, she's on my side. Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then? That's right. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes? It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guide merchant. Hey, I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all's quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing attention, so it'll just be one of us. Me or her, it's up to you, though the answer should be obvious. I don't know. Whose help do I want? Vola, whose help do I want? Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its tail. Obviously you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that celestial flute in the first place? That's right, the strapping young man. Yeah, let me think it over. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to quell Lord Cleavor. You and I made his bombs together. I don't know, I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna run straight through the middle and click whatever one pops up. Okay, Irida, I want your help, please. Just what I would expect of you, Imp. You made the right choice. You won't regret it. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. Imp trusts me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hijui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. But yes, we should get moving. I'd rather we walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose. Alright, Irida, you and Imp. Well, you two do what needs doing. The trial of Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Equity. Okay, Lake Valor is first. Here we are, Lake Verity, or Lake Valor. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, until Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. When Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or how that's the old tales go anyway. My ARC phone is beeping. Ooh, is it a flashlight? Or something more? It just burst a hole through the cave. Okay, that's good enough. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that ARC phone the professor was going on about? What surprises wait within, I wonder? Mistress Kajita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see what dwells inside. The air feels somehow tense in here. Ooh, it's a Goodra. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. You and your Pokemon quelled Hijui's nobles. You can handle any battle, Imp. I don't know about that. Are they all healed? Yep, they're all healed. But Goodra, I don't know. It's an enraged one. Goo. I'm probably gonna have to try multiple attempts at this. Alright, Graveler, you're up first, apparently. Level 58. Okay, this battle is gonna be tough, but I think I'll do it in a few tries. Okay, I'm down to my last Pokemon on my second attempt, but Gudra is also down pretty low. Let's finish this off with a Mud Slap. Boom. We did it. We defeated Gudra. That's a lot of XP, and we got a new move. We have defeated the first of the enraged Pokemon. It's curious, but when I watch you and your Pokemon battle, I feel as if there's no obstacle that can't be overcome if people and Pokemon work together. Now let's see about building about the Pokemon of the lake. I feel a mysterious presence. Ooh, Mesprit. Hello. Do I have to battle you too? Your emotions, share them with me. They're yours. I can only imagine how it must feel to speak directly with a Pokemon like that. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Surprise. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Heartening. What did you feel when you mingled with Hijui's clans? It's a wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Life is complicated. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. What is this? Mesprit's plume. Proof that I have completed the trial. Sweet. Okay, we got 1 of 3 completed. I know that Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words did not reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter mystery. Next, on to Lake Valor and Lake Aquity. Yes, on indeed. Looks like that worked out well, Imp. I must say, you know an awful lot about Hijui, Volo. I suppose a merchant like you sees all sort of things in their travels. That's right. I could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. The same goes for me. Our clan settled at the very spot where our forebears once beheld Almighty Sinnoh. But I still have never seen Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Weighty matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kodge's home? Let's go back. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legend told it true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I beg your pardon, Kajita, ma'am, but what do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain, and why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say that the world, time, space, all the creation exists only because our mind are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. What? So does the mind create the world, or but it doesn't? But it isn't the other way around, or is it? Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, we all have to do is complete 2 more trials, and we will get to the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of success to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Yep. Alright, we have 1 plume down and 2 to go. I think that's a good place to end the episode with this red sky. I feel like it's going to be here for a little while longer. So, until things get better and in the sky, and until I figure out how to get the next plume, I'll see you guys in the next episode. There's a cloud around the volcano now, and the space-time rift looks madder than ever. Until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye! And we cut.